TaeVi's podcast, man. Special guest. I don't even know what to call him. He do so many things. We just gonna say entertainer, you dig?
Thanks.
New song.
You say you been ballin'. Bitch, where? Bitch, where?
SUBTWEET song too.
Bitch, where? You say you been getting money. Bitch, where?
I ain't never said that.
Bitch, where? Bitch, where? You say you been ballin'. Bitch, where? Bitch, where? Bitch, where? You say you been getting money. Bitch, where? Bitch, where? Bitch, where? She said she gon' eat the team. Bitch, swear. That go my Mary Jean. Right there. Got the dirty Glock, I'm Mr. Clean. Serving O's by the law, I feel like Krispy Kreme. Bitch, Johnny Team. I keep a fire like I play for the Rockets.
That's all we gonna give him.
That's all y'all gonna get right
That's all
there,
we gonna
man.
give him right there.
Tell him what the name of the song is, man.
Song right now is called Bitch Where.
It's where.
That's how we coming with it.
Is your entertainer name gonna be your same artist name when you come out?
I'ma just cut it short on some tweet shit. I'ma just say tweet.
That just
Like
gonna be
to
your
cut
name
it
too?
short. Take the sub off.
Now you know when entertainers usually do music, it's usually funny. Are you aiming for the funny route? Or are you really trying to make real music?
Nah, I'm really trying to make real music. Like I really, that's what I do all day. I listen to music. Like that's the main thing I do. Like that shit spark a lot of my ideas for my skits. It just really just keep me level headed. So music like one of my main things.
Okay. Now, where did the music come from? Did it just come out the blue, or is it something you've been thinking about?
Shit. Music really came like right in the beginning when I first started doing like the comedy thing. Like I linked up with my dude Cozy, and we was doing like a lot of shit like the Dolphin. We performed at Jazz Fest, a bunch of little venues around the city. Shit was like, not the actual song, but the dance itself was on like 2K. I know y'all play 2K.
Yeah.
Like that shit been on 2K for like 6-7 years now.
Now, with all this, you the creative of Hit the Dolphin, right?
Co-creator, me and Cozy.
Co-creator, and this was a minute back where you first started like on Vine and stuff, right?
Right.
What made you start making these videos, skits, all type of things?
Honestly, it was when I was able to, when I got an iPhone, really, like I had like a little shitty ass Android. I mean, that's just always been a thing. Like I grew up saying I wanted to be a comedian, and I didn't even know what the fuck it was. Like I said that shit a long time ago, and as time went on, like that shit just came into play. So it was like it was a destined thing. So
Now, when Vine was out, Instagram came. It kind of changed the game. It made the videos longer.
right.
And just social media, period, probably just like took off for a lot of influencers, content creators, things like that. How did Instagram affect you blowing up? Because you had a lot of viral videos.
Really, I didn't fuck with Instagram at first. I was straight Twitter, strictly Twitter, and that's how a lot of people even found out about me or they knew about me. And then I kind of started branching off on Instagram because people started saying like you need to get on every platform, and good thing I did because like now my Twitter is like it's disabled, so I don't even have that shit no more. So right now I've been thugging it out on the Instagram and TikTok.
TikTok is new now. The name, Twitter, SUBTWEET SHAWN.
Right.
What sparked the name SUBTWEET SHAWN other than the obvious Twitter?
Shit, that was like my first viral video. I did a video about females subtweeting each other on the timeline, and they took that shit. I made like a little bounce song. That shit went like, semi-viral in the city. It was on the radio, and I took that name and shit, subtweet. Yeah.
Now, I want to talk about a viral video you have, which is the obvious, the Kurt Franklin one.
Right.
What you say got took down so many times.
Yeah.
I don't know what was the highest retweets or likes, but I know it was up there in thousands. How did this video come about?
It was this video of this guy. He was like it was like this fat light skinned dude, man. He was at the bus stop or something. And the dude pulled up on him and he just like started twerking and shaking his ass and shit. Like I was like, oh no. So I'm like, look, I think I could take this video, flip it, into something positive or, you know, something that people really like. And then I did that video probably like the day before I went to school, like LSU for my first day. So I did that, and it was like on and popping after that.
How does making viral videos, because when somebody makes a viral video, people be like, that's their big break. But how do you transfer making viral videos into money? Because that's the end goal for making the videos, right?
Oh yeah, it's really about like, you know, when people they see what you can do with your platform, they want to like use that and, you know, boost their business. Even like, you know, with the Get the Gat thing, I took somebody's song and blew that shit up, and people saw that. So many people coming, oh, can you do that for me? Do that for my song. But it's like, yo, shit ain't hot, so I can't do it like that. Like, you know, it just don't work like that.
Right. Now that was one of your another big moments for you to Get the Gat in. That was the 2019, 2020 with LSU team winning the championship. One of the greatest teams, they say. That was
Definitely the greatest team.
Fact. That was big influence. They was all in the White House doing this. I saw this in your story. Yeah, you had some of the politicians doing it and all.
Yeah.
What was your feeling when you saw all that?
Man, the shit was like every morning I was waking up, I was seeing like a motherfucker I'm looking up to, like either doing the motherfucker, they posting it, like this nigga Drake, he in the club DJing, playing his shit. Wayne, he on a podcast saying this shit. Jay-Z, this nigga got a song, he's saying Get the Gat in the shit. So it's like all this shit is fucking my head up to even know the impact and the reach that I have with my platform.
Now, what was did anybody directly contact you who I guess you looked up to? Or did you see anybody directly like this dude funny? Anybody like that?
Well, as far as from the Get the Gat up before that?
Anytime.
Yeah, Chance the Rapper, that was like one of the first people to ever reach out to me and, you know, want to do something. You know, I linked up with him. Shit. As far as a retweet, like I look at all that shit too. Like Kanye West, I'm never gonna let that shit go. That was some legendary shit. It was a video I had at the LSU football game, and Mo Bamba came on, and you know it's like number white people around me, and a part came up in the song where they was about to say nigga, and I started looking around, and that shit, like that was some simple shit that went viral right there.
Now, you entertain, you do the comedy thing. Are you into stand up?
I definitely do stand up, but I kind of got away from it because I want to start tapping more into acting. Like I want to do more serious things. That's why I want to shy away from the comedy side right now because that's what I want to hop into. I don't want to get boxed into just being a funny guy. Like that's why I'm branching out, doing the music, you know, shit like that.
Okay. Now, with doing that, how do you feel? What do you feel is the difference between Instagram comedy and stand-up comedy, like skits versus being on a stage?
I feel like stand-up comedy, that really show you if you funny or not because, like, you don't have a chance to sit there and take a break. Okay, let me do this over. Like, you on the spot. You got to make these fucking people laugh. And I really, you know, I was dwelling with that shit. Like, if I have a show and, like, 400, 500 people there, I'm going out there and I'm cracking that shit. Like, that really shows you if you really got it, I feel like. If you can't translate your Instagram shit into stand-up comedy, then like I just don't think comedy is just it ain't for you.
Facts. Now, what was the biggest show you ever did doing stand-up?
The biggest show I ever did, I had one at Xavier for their homecoming, and it was like it probably was about 500 people there.
I think Troy talked about this. He told me you got him started.
Yeah, Troy reached out to me in a DM one time, and he was like, you know, give me some pointers and some tips. I was like, shit, I'm just starting really. And, you know, I plugged him in with my guy, Mark Caesar, and that's who got me started. So now Troy doing his thing now. Like, he really doing his shit.
Facts. Now, what was the best moment you had doing stand-up?
Best moment I had? Shit, I got a standing ovation. Like I have everybody lit the crowd up with their lights and shit. Like it was the Xavier show, and it was this other show I did at the Comedy House, downtown.
Downtown, like by the bowling alley.
Yeah.
All right. And what was the worst moment Have you ever got booed?
It's fucking funny because I just was talking about this shit today with Rob Kazi because he was on the show with me. And we both said that was our worst show. Not only because it was probably like fucking 7 people in that motherfucker. It really it felt like I was having a conversation like this. And this one dude stood up and was like, man, that shit ain't funny. And
Black or white?
Black. And I kid you not, that was the end of it for me. I'm lying.
I know you lying.
I'm lying. My second ever stand up show, I told literally one joke. I got up there, I said a joke, no fucking body laughed, like nobody. And I wasn't even booked to be on the show. Like nigga kept telling me, yo, get up there, get up there. I did that shit, man. That was the fucking worst shit I ever experienced. I was so embarrassed, bro.
You was expecting to laugh though when you said it?
Nah, because I didn't even want to go up there because I wasn't even confident in my shit yet. Like I had my first show rocked that shit. Everybody was fucking with me. And then the second one, I was kind of nervous because I'm like, man, fuck, I'm not prepared for this shit. Like,
do you remember the joke?
I definitely remember the joke.
What was it?
I said,
You can tell you embarrassed.
I was like, yeah, man. I was like, yeah, I don't know what I ate back there, but I went in the bathroom and I was shitting. And I'm like, y'all would be shitting and then trying to get that last turd out and that bitch just hanging like a slave. And I looked around and no fucking body laughed at that shit, bro. I got off that stage so fucking fast.
Funny, bro.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the way I delivered it or they ain't know who the fuck I was. I got off that stage so fast, bro.
Yeah, maybe it was too soon to hit that one. I don't know, bro. Now, in your career, what do you feel has been the biggest, I guess, the biggest obstacle you have to get over to get to the next level or the level you want to be to?
It's 2 things. Cause I'm always bringing this shit up, cause that was half of my audience. My Twitter, that shit had literally every single video I ever made on there. All my views, if nigga won't talk about numbers, I'm pulling that shit up. I'm getting 500K plus views every video. So with that being gone, that shit kind of tough to do it on Instagram now because Instagram got a whole bunch of weird shit it do with its platform.
Hard, bro.
That shit.
You post, somebody might not even see your video.
Right. And I got fucking 60,000+ followers, and you only showing my shit to 10% of them.
Right.
And that's one of them. And also it tying into the Twitter. By people not seeing me on Twitter no more, people are quick to write me off saying I fell off or he must not be doing this no more. Nah, it's just because you don't see my shit. I still go viral. If you look at my views, it's still the same. So I got to deal with that type of shit, people just feeling you probably fell off. It's a must. For content creators, it's you have to go viral every day because there's so many people out here doing the same shit you doing. If you don't go viral tomorrow, they're going to feel oh, on to the next. It's over with.
Right.
So you just got to really keep the ball rolling.
Why did your Twitter get deleted?
It was over some music shit, some copyright infringement.
Damn.
And they got hoes on Twitter ass naked.
Right.
Still got this shit, and now I'm getting deleted for music.
That's a killer, bro. Now, I want to go into the process of you making skits. What is your process? Do you wake up, you boom, we gonna do this today, or it just pop to your head?
Yeah, sometimes I have a dream about some shit, bro, and I just wake up and I'm like, damn, I just thought about that last night. Or I told you, with the music, I throw some music on, I sit there and I vibe out, and that's when I think about whatever it is. And I'm like, all right, let's go do this. But as of recently, I just been getting back into really doing skits more because I kind of was slacking with it at first. I was like, is this really what I want to do? I really want to go act, but I feel like this is something I need to do until I do that.
Now with skits, I seen a few collabs on your page with Rob Kai. I seen one with Laugh with Derek. The recent ones, you did plenty more other people. How does the collab skits come together with other content creators?
Shit, we just make a call yo, let's link up. And then we go from there. We link up and we both put our ideas together and we just, let the magic happen.
Is this what people you know or you don't know?
Yeah, this is people. I know Rob, I know Derek, Like everybody probably saw me in the video with, I knew them like already.
Okay. Now, New Orleans comedy. How do you try to not be put into a box of just being a New Orleans comedian? Because we have our own slang here, and some people might not. New Orleans is very famous for our accent, but some people might be like, don't understand what you're talking about in some of your videos. How do you get outside of that?
Shit, I try to, like, most of my videos, I try to make it not always about New Orleans, so you know everybody can relate to them. Like I have like a lot of content that I put out that's not just for New Orleans. Like, you know, when people do like a New Orleans niggas video be like that might only reach in New Orleans. Like I like to make my shit like everybody around the world can relate to this shit.
Now, in your career so far, what have you feel has been your best moment? Or you like, it's out of here, I'm going up, ain't no coming back?
Shit, I done had a couple of those moments, bro. Like like I said, I post some shit and I didn't have many videos that did some sick ass numbers, and I just be like, all right, like, you know, come on now, what the fuck? Like, is this it? Is this the break? Yeah. So yeah, like I mean, I feel like every year I'm putting out something that goes like, you know, that's it. Like every year I didn't had a video that was like, that you know, one. Yeah, that was that one.
But what's the thing that's not making it that one for you?
I mean, I feel like it's just a timing thing, man. I feel like that's what it is. It's just all about timing. Like I look at it as I gotta keep going, because if I stop, then
it's a waste, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna regret that shit every day if I just stop.
Right. Now, you spoke on the acting. What made you want to start getting into that field of branching out into the acting scene?
Like a lot of the people that I look up to, like you know, Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Like that's I'm not gonna say I model everything behind him, but I just look at him and I'm like, okay, like that's exactly what I'm doing. Like he does the music, comedy, acting, like that's exactly what I'm doing. So it's like that type of shit motivates me. So I'm like, okay, I see what he doing. I know I could do that.
Okay. Have you had any outings yet of you showcasing your talent for acting? Have you did any auditions?
I've done a couple of extra roles. As far as that, we working on something right now. Me and this guy named Dorian Francis working on a mini series. So that's something we cooking up. I'll be in that, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I got a couple more things. Y'all will be finding out about it soon.
Now, thousands of thousands. I don't even say thousands. Hundreds of videos. What makes you keep going, keep pushing?
Damn, that's a tough one. What makes me keep going?
We got him, y'all.
I don't know, man. I just God, like, you know, I pray every morning. You know, me and my mom do this 40-day Bible verse thing. We read the verses every morning. And like me doing that, like that put me in a whole different mode, like I said as well. So I just know like God, this is the plan that God has for me. So like that, I automatically like just know, okay, I need to. This is what I need to do.
Now I see on LSU campus, colleges a lot. Did you go to LSU?
Yeah, I was there for 3 years. I dropped out.
You got
twice.
dropped out?
No, I dropped out twice.
Why you dropped out? I dropped out too, so I ain't judging. I went to Southeastern.
Shit, the first time, man, it was really like, it was a lot of shit that was going on with me at LSU. Like, I went to fucking jail at LSU. A lot of people don't know that. It wasn't no bad shit though like that.
For?
Literally for being a fucking clown. Like, I had a clown mask on. Like, you know when all that clown shit was happening, when niggas was putting clown masks on?
Scaring people and shit?
I did that shit, and these motherfuckers came and got me out my dorm.
Campus police?
Campus police. They had a real jail, though. Like, LSU PD is like...
On campus, they had like...
Yes.
Holding cells on
they
campus.
Put me in the fucking cell. This
Did they call anybody and tell them? Do they call your parents or your mom and say?
Nah, my mom ain't even know about this. I didn't even want to tell her because I was scared. But when she found out, it was like, it was kind of stupid because it's like, what the fuck? I didn't really do nothing. I just was like pranking motherfuckers. I didn't touch nobody or anything like that. So it was like, it was on some bullshit. That happened. And
how long was you in there before you could tell you?
Shit, it was some hours. Like I was in that bitch, like just sitting.
I
was in that bitch sitting, bro, for some hours.
All right.
It was a lot of shit that happened at LSU, man. I was doing my thing while I was there. Still going viral, doing my shit. And then that's when the Get the Gat shit came about. And like LSU like really shut me out, bro. Like I was just confused on what the fuck was going on. Cause it's like I'm a student here and look what I'm doing. Like I got this school on a fucking national platform. Like I know the football team doing their thing, but it's like I'm a student doing this shit. They didn't include me in nothing. They didn't invite me to none of the games, fucking parade.
Damn.
They ain't do shit.
Shame on you, LSU.
Right.
Did you talk to anybody about that?
Oh yeah, I was talking to a lot of people, like a lot of the dudes on the team. Like I'm cool with them. I was always like, we was there like 4 years ago. Like so, I was cool with all of them. Like yeah, even some of the staff on the football team, I talk to them and they'll like try to play me out, like nah, play me and shit, like push me to the side. Like they had kids that didn't even go there, that was doing content and shit like I was. Didn't have the same amount of followers as me, but because there was, of course, different color, they would show love to them, invite them inside the stadium and shit. It was a whole bunch of shit, bro. So I just looked at that. I'm like, maybe this ain't where I need to be at, because there was a lot of distractions on top of that as well.
Now, you decided to leave. You don't want to finish in the future currently? You think about it?
I think about that shit every day. I do.
3 years.
Yeah, I think about it every day. But I feel like the type of time I'm on right now, I don't have time to do that. Like I need to fully focus on on this shit right here.
Now, when content creating, they have like you said earlier, they have a bunch of people doing the same content. Not the same, but similar. Have you ever ran across someone who stole?
Yes. I knew what you was about to say. I was waiting on the question. Yes.
What was that experience?
You see the same people I just explained to you when I was like, right. Like I said, I had a interview before this that I spoke about this, and I said names. I'm not gonna do that this time. Okay. But it was definitely those people that I was referring to before.
You can tell me off camera.
Right. It was them. They took my whole entire, like the praise guide, like how that was set up. They took that whole setup and just made it this shit, like, and that's how they started popping. And I don't really care too much about it now. Like I felt like before, when I was really pissed off about it, like that shit kept me.
I think I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, it kept me in a different mind state. Like I was so caught up in that shit. I'm not even worrying about what I need to be doing. Like I'm letting these motherfuckers pass me up just because I'm sitting here mad about what they doing when I could be creating some other shit. Like, so that was definitely one of the moments. There's been plenty of big motherfuckers though that did that. Like I don't know if you know who Jay Versace is.
Yeah, the dude with the
laptop, huh? That nigga. I don't know, bro. Like
I wasn't gonna say no name.
I had to look. I ain't never said his name ever before, but fuck, it just came to my head. You hear me? So
what video did he steal?
Man, he was doing our dolphin shit.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, he was doing our dolphin shit, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like he was trying to make. He was like, oh, this is my new dance. It was some shit he was saying, bro, and I'm like, all right.
Really? Dang. Nah, bro. And I want to also talk about the growing up in New Orleans, because we didn't talk about your upbringing. Did you grow up in New Orleans before? I assume that.
Yeah, bro, I moved all around. I was born like in the East, moved to Gentilly, then we moved to Harringham. Katrina hit, stayed in Harringham a little while more, moved back to Gentilly, then back to the East. Like I just was all over the place, bro.
So you from just New Orleans or somebody?
Right.
How was it, I guess, growing up in New Orleans before Katrina?
Shit, that's where a lot of my influences come from. Like, people see me, do a lot of dancing and shit to like old New Orleans bounce music. Like my dad, like he really got me on that shit. Like I take a lot of the shit that I grew up around and implement that shit in every skit. Like I have a cousin, his name is Rennie. Like me being around this nigga, like I get a lot of my ideas from him. Like just the way he act, like a goofy nigga that always dancing and just doing stupid shit. Like
typical New Orleans.
right.
All right, now as you get older, I guess after Katrina, did you guys stay down here doing Katrina? You guys left?
Oh no, we left. We went to Houston.
Now a lot of people went to Houston. A lot of people say we was getting bullied in Houston.
Oh, we was.
New Orleans
We
How
was.
that?
I got fucking. I never forget it. I never fucking forget this. I got chased through a apartment complex by this little girl mama. I point. Look, badass children. Like when we live, I pointed my middle finger at the little girl. Her mama chased me through the fucking apartments. Like,
Yeah. She caught you?
No.
You ran in the house?
Yes, and she came in knocking on the door and shit. Like
What your
this
mama
was.
said?
My mama wasn't nothing. I don't know what they was. I just know she came knocking on the door. That was one of the wildest fucking experiences I had.
Damn. Now, was the Hot Boys, No Limit, Cash Money, are they a big influence on your music?
I'm
listen to a lot of them?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said with my dad, like he listened to that shit. He'll bring me to school in the morning, like in middle school. It's 7, 8 in the morning. This nigga pull up to my school bumping some fucking
Soulja Slim?
yeah, like some old Cash Money shit. So like I grew up on that. So definitely that's a big influence.
So now the New Orleans music wave has caught the mainstream eye with the Drake, the Nice for What, what's the other one? The In My Feelings.
Yeah.
And they came down here and shot a video at some of the I guess the big places in New Orleans, Jeans. They was on the streetcar. They went in the French Quarters and all like that. And now we have a new artist, Rifle 9. I saw you in Miami. You travel a lot.
Yes, sir.
You about to get a feature, bro? You start rapping.
Oh, I already got a feature. The song, look, Nate, that's another thing. Niggas don't know. I have a song out that's been out since last year with Rifle 9.
What, on what?
On Apple Music, on everything.
And you'll promote it?
I did at the time,
It looked like it need a repromote.
Yeah,
now,
I'm definitely, But yeah, I've been had that feature. We recorded that song probably 2 years ago, and I had put it out like last year.
Facts. Now the traveling, you travel a lot, right?
Not like I should, but I do some moving around.
Do you see any differences in New Orleans and other places when
Yeah,
you travel?
definitely.
And what are they?
I know. Like I said, I just came back from Miami. That shit definitely opened my eyes. It made me wanna, get back in my bag and do more skits like I should. But I don't know, man. I don't want to, try to downplay the city or nothing. But I know my mindset, like just the way I move is completely different when I'm out of town. Like I just want to do more when I'm out of town than when I'm in New Orleans. It's like a lot of distractions down here.
Now I saw you do some public interviews. Have you ever did them down here? I think
I did them on campus at LSU and Southern. I didn't necessarily do nothing in New Orleans though.
What was better? Cause I saw a lot of people getting on your girl ass.
Shit, I'm gonna definitely say the ones in Miami, cause that was
they was interesting.
yeah.
It was different. The women out there is real different. Now I want to move on and talk about basically the comedians you like, and if you have a top 5 comedians on the skit side. Then we're gonna go to the stand-up side.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely number 1 go with Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, stand-up.
Wait, we doing stand-up or a skit first?
We
just doing overall?
stand-up.
No, I'm saying he do both though.
He do skits too?
You never saw the Chappelle show?
Oh.
That's a skit. That's skits.
Man, I'm tripping.
That's skits.
Go ahead. So he won.
So that's Dave Chappelle.
So we doing skits first. Dave Chappelle first on skits. Go ahead.
All right, look, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just combine the list.
All right, combine it. Five though.
All right. Number 1.
Dave Chappelle.
Matter of fact, no. I'm gonna go Jamie Foxx number 1, Dave Chappelle number 2.
Tough.
All right. Number 3, I'm gonna have to go with Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
4, I got Mike Epps. 5,
Chris Rock, Will Smith.
Will Smith ain't understand though.
Funny
See,
plug.
People be thinking
I
that.
was fucking with you.
I'm gonna do. I might have to go Bernie Mac.
Ain't you like Eddie Murphy?
Not like Bernie Mac. I don't know.
Bernie Mac the GOAT. For sure. Now, man, we talked about a lot of things. I have a couple cards for you. This just something I do for every guest to get in their mind. It's about some relationship cards. Are you in a relationship? You don't gotta say yes or no if you want.
Currently, no.
All right.
No.
So there's a couple relationship cards I got. Ask y'all to see what your mind be. Just some funny stuff. Answer how you want. The first one is you ask your significant other if they still love their ex, and they say yes. What happens next?
What the fuck? There's no relationship. We were no longer talking after
break up
that.
with her for says she still love her ex.
Over with.
How
Cause
you
why
just
you with
get rid of
me?
your love for the ex though?
Why you with me? Why you not with that nigga? What the
Man, you
fuck?
cold-blooded. You can't love your ex.
That's bullshit.
All right, man. We gonna go to the next one.
I don't. When I'm in a relationship,
Ain't no. You don't
I
love
don't
your
even
ex.
think about my ex no more.
All right, but you still might love him.
No.
All right, fuck it. Yeah, we can't get him to budge on that one. Your significant other has been acting suspicious lately. In the middle of the night, you wake up and realize they left their phone unlocked. Would you go through it? Explain. He going through that bitch.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. It's been plenty of times where I done spared myself. I'm like, nah, my stomach gonna be hurting for a week. You hear me? I can't. Nah, look, if that motherfucker had history of going through my shit, I might have to see. You hear me? Because what the fuck you keep checking my phone for? You trying to make sure you ain't had no motive to be doing what you doing.
Right, for sure. I'm gonna get a couple more since them two was good, bro. I'm gonna get a couple more. Oh no, I don't like that one. You've been in a monogamous relationship for a while, and now your significant other wants to open up the relationship. Would you consider it?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what monogamous mean. Doesn't it mean like multiple women?
Man, you sound like God doing a single relationship, monogamous.
That's put
one-on-one.
That's multiple women. Polygamy is multiple women, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She want to open it up. Now they don't specify if she want to open it up with other men or other women. Would you open it up with other women? Let's just say she talking about women. She want women into the relationship.
Shit, we both, you hear me? We both about to, yeah. You ain't about to just be sliding, you hear me?
right there.
We both about to, you hear me? Joe's her.
For sure. We got one more. Your parents say that they will disown you if you continue to date your significant other. Would you continue the relationship?
I don't know. Moms be on it. She be knowing. She be talking about with the females I be dealing with. Mm-hmm. So, like, my mama not on no crazy shit to what she'll be like, oh, I don't like you talking to her. But, like, if she tell me something, it 10 times out of 10 be true. So, I be having to really listen to my mama sometimes.
Mm-hmm. What's the best advice you give you on relationships? Shout out Mama Dukes.
Shit, a lot of times she told me not to chase a woman. And, you know, they'll come back around and...
You be chasing?
Depending on who you is. It depends.
Okay. I think this was a good interview. I know you got to get going, bro. I know you got things to do tonight. You got the Final Four this weekend, y'all. Where you going to be tonight?
I'm going to be at Treehouse tonight.
You going to be at Treehouse, man. That's uptown. I don't know the street, but it was a good interview, man. SUBTWEET showing, and you say you don't want to go by SUBTWEET no more before the interview. Was that real? Or
look, I'm a ease it on people. You hear me? I'm trying to ease out that name. Every time I hear people say it, the shit just sound
cringy.
Yeah, like 2015, 2016 ish. You know.
Okay.
I feel like I'm elevating. You hear me? I gotta graduate.
For sure. Now, man, this is the TaeVi podcast once again. We just gonna say Sean. We ain't gonna say Sean. TaeVi podcast. Appreciate you for coming, brother.
Look,
we out.
one thing too.
Oh, one thing.
Shout out to my dogs over there at Winter Circle. You know, my dog Jerry and Raymond. You know how we doing it. One time for y'all, man. That's all I had to say.
What he said on the phone? J Mart.
J Mart.
Winter Circle coming on the podcast too, and we out.